Welcome, Shift and Sillage. I'm JB. Thank you for watching my channel. Thanks for joining me. How y'all doing? Hope you're smelling amazing. I've smelled pretty damn amazing today, and I'll get to that here in just a second. So I'm gonna take a second here, tell you about my channel. Here I'm gonna try to do a couple of reviews, tell you about real life experience about the performance of the fragrances I use, why I choose to wear the ones I choose, because I come across as I do something a little different. I think I have a different type of full-time job where I'm a paramedic. I work 24-hour shifts, and so my fragrances need to do certain things. You know, they can't be too loud, they can't be too projecting, they can't be too overwhelming. So that allows me to rock and roll to some of the lighter fragrances. Like I'm looking forward to reviewing this one here, John Vervaeda's Artisan Pure. I'm looking forward to this one. I don't mind doing a little bit of the weaker ones, you know, Ferragamo, Casual Life. That's going to be something I come down the line at some point in time. But some days I feel adventurous, and I wanted to go, like today, for instance. I haven't worn anything at Fantasy in a while, so I rocked out with Club de Nuit, Intense Man, Extrait de Parfum, which everybody knows that can be a very loud fragrance. It's got a good strong sillage, good strong projector, strong to moderate, I should say. Lasts about 8 hours, 7 to 8 hours on my skin. Overall, just a great scent. I really believe it's probably one of the most versatile in my collection. I can wear it anytime, day, night, work, not work, special occasion, wedding. You can wear this anytime you want to, and that's one thing nice about that. It's one of my. That's why it's ranks so highly in my list of my fragrances and all. Yeah. So I also tonight switched over to Arabiyat Prestige's Raees Luxury Edition. If you guys don't know about that one, it kind of follows the line of Acqua di Gio Profumo. That little mature, a little more refined line. They do a little bit more mature, like me, you know. I just had a birthday, so now I'm old, is what they tell me at work. Damn whippersnappers. Anyway, again, you know, moderate to strong sillage, projection, not overpowering, very pleasant, very fresh in the first few minutes. Then it dries down to a more, like I said, refined ambery scent. Ambery and incensey, you know, it's got a lot of incense in it. Not quite as dark as the Parfum from what I've heard. I never smelled the Parfum, it's discontinued, so. But anyway, yeah, so those are the two scents I rocked today. Again, they're just both some of my most versatile scents. You wear them day, night. You can wear them, you know, special occasion, date nights. They work on all occasions. You know, you get to a special board meeting, and that smells like Boston, something like that, you know. Date night with the wife does very well as well. So, I mean, they both work really well. Comes to the motorcycle, because I do ride a motorcycle. So that's where, like, if you ever hear me throw out a ranking, understand that I also rank because of the motorcycle ranking. This one here drops down a little bit because this one doesn't last as well. The scent profile, for whatever reason, gets a little beat up in the wind. I think it's the woodiness. I don't know if it's a little too airy, whereas something like this one here with the amber and the incense seems to stick a little longer. So, other than that, I also want to discuss what my wife got me. My wife got me this. If you guys haven't looked at my page at all, my community page, you'll see that I've had some birthday presents for me, from my wife and her friend, and I did some fragrance haul videos. But when we're out of town, when I was doing my fragrance haul videos, because I don't know about you guys, every time you go to a new town, you find a new store, you got to do. I ended up baking up 4 fragrances this week. Wasn't on purpose. Wasn't my fault. The one time I was going to Walmart, and they had put a Burlington next to a Walmart. How's that my fault, right? Anyway, so I had some extra finds. I'll be doing videos like that. Anyway, what I want to talk about, got home, and I had another birthday present waiting for me. And it's from the world of Zaharoff, and it is their vault. Meaning, I have 23 little 3 ml bottles of all of their scents. Anything from the original Signature Pour Homme all the way to Limoni. Anybody's not familiar with Zaharoff, they are a niche company. I don't want to say entry level because it's only entry level on price point. You know, it's not Creed, it's not PDM, it's not $400 a bottle. They're right around the 150, starting off at $150. They got a couple bottles upwards of 400, but most of them are 150 to 190, depending on if you got 2-ounce or 4-ounce bottles. High quality oils. You know, it's kind of cool. I should have brought my book with me. You know, if you just look into them online, they'll tell you like where he gets like individual oils from. If it's a blonde cedar from Virginia, or if it's patchouli from India per se. So it's kind of a fun way to go about it, and it's kind of just shows you where he gets his ouds from and all that fun stuff. Anyway, so I have smelt some of these. I've not smelt them all, but I did wear one last night. One that kind of caught my attention was leather Tobac. All right, we'll see if the camera picks it up. Probably not. Anyway, scent profile is just what it says in the name: leather Tobac. Hold on one second. I'm thirsty. I know nobody else has that problem when they talk in front of people or they talk on camera. Throat gets dry. But anyway, as I was saying, leather Tobac, that's what it smells like. All right, so little spritz in the fucking air. And that first off, you get a citrus right on top of the leather, which is smooth, not animalic. But it's a firm leather. It's not soft, it's not suede, it's leather. Well, not quite the leather jacket aspect. I'm trying to describe the leather for you guys. And yeah, so anyway, I don't know what words I'm trying to find, so we'll just continue on. The tobacco note starts coming through, and that thing is earthy. All right, it's not a sweet leather by any means. I know it has lists of honey and stuff in there, but you definitely notice there's some oud in there. You can start picking up, and yeah, but there's got some earthiness, and almost right down to the point of it smells like a little bit like ash. All right, so you get the whole. So imagine you're sitting out. I don't know. You're sitting in a leather gentleman's chair, sitting back, puffing on a Monticello cigar, and I don't know. It's a vibe that gives you a little more upclass, upscaled, and it also gives you kind of an evening scent, right? So you're there in the evening, and like I said, you get this little hint of ash. If it's like towards the end of the cigar, you get that little ashy taste, that little ashy smell from the ashtray. Not in a bad way, just so realistic. It's impressive. All right. So I told you a little bit about my rating idea. So I'm going to throw you a rating out. I'm going to go 7.5 out of 10. And that has nothing to do with the quality of scent here. It is a great quality scent. It's not my taste, but I can appreciate somebody who would wear this. I can appreciate times I would wear this. It's not mass appealing by any means. My wife was not a fan. However, it's different. All right, and not different in a bad way, different in a good way. Meaning, if you're going out with a bunch of guys that are frag heads, I have a couple buddies. If I was going out with Brian or my best friend LJ, and I was worried about them all wearing a Ventus, or us all wearing some sort of Jesus Christ, Invictus Aqua or anything like that, duplicating scents. I wear this one right here. This is something I could wear. It would stand out. It would project just as loud as their other ones, and we could all wear something different. And like I said, it's just a different scent that can stand out. So this one here, I talk about these two scents being really super versatile. This one here's versatility comes down. I think I get the feeling of a nighttime scent, special occasion when you want to stand out. All right, cooler weather. All right, and that's the vibe I get off of it. Now, your nose oh, it's really fresh. I don't get that so much. I mean, it's got a little bit of a fresh citrus pop at the beginning, but it's a leather tobacco scent. I mean, there's nothing fresh about it. So, like I said, 7.5 out of 10. I think this would do great on the motorcycle. It's got that heavy bass. I think motorcycle ride is where this would shine. I mean, if I threw that on, I probably could ride an hour to date, and it would still project off nicely. So that's positives about this one. But anyway, that's about all I wanted to cover tonight. I got to sit down and get my paperwork at least done, caught up anyway. So I want to say thank you guys for stopping in, listening to me ramble about fragrances. I do appreciate it. Hopefully this will be my little outlet so I don't have to talk to my wife about it because she gets tired of hearing it. But yeah, so leave a comment. Tell me what your most versatile scent is. All right, if it's one that I have, or maybe leave a comment about which one, what's your scent that is your most unique. But hit that like button if you enjoyed this video, and if you like listen to me ramble and talk fragrance and bullshit, you know what? Subscribe. Thank you again for stopping by, and leave a trail worth following.